It's the Cable
I'm just going to take the Archon. Very winning card in a lot of matchups. Did you miss Bomir? You did. You did. We played like 7 or 8 games or something. It was kind of fun. It's like a bag of chips or French fries or something, though. Like, you can't just do that. A little polluted Delta action here. Ooh. So I really like Fable and Recurring Nightmare decks. And Sneak Attack decks. Basically just decks. You're wondering what a Horse Scroll Friday is about? What's the game called? Uma Musume. Basically, it's an anime-style game where horses are like reborn as anime girls, or maybe anime girls are reborn as horses. I don't know. I haven't played the game. But it's a free-to-play and takes like 8.5 hours or something. I'm going to give it a spin. I'm going to give it the old college try tomorrow. See how that goes. Based on actual horses, yeah. So Scrapwork Mutt would be another good Recurring Nightmare card. I'm going to take the Monolith in case we get Sneak Attack or Through the Breach, because that makes those cards a lot more castable. A little Troll action, sure. Nice one for a Reanimator deck. I do like a Cult Epiphany in these sort of things. Haven't really dipped into blue yet, besides that Delta. You breed the horse girls? Oh my. Maybe this is why I was asking me my age when I was loading it up. I fired it up to make sure it would like run well and everything. Nothing weird about getting into the OBS. Every once in a while you run into games that are weird. That one did actually have to have a setting changed. What you all know about Man's Not Hot. There's not much fan service. Good. Probably a more pleasant streaming game then. Gratuitous fan service always makes me a little uncomfortable. Not to watch at home in the privacy by myself, but with a lot of people, I'm just like, why are we doing this? Theater porn. Yeah, people go to theaters for porn. I never really got that either. So there's a red fetch there. There's a Shelldock Isle. Should I splash for Shelldock Isle? The show and tell didn't wheel last pack. That was a bad sign. Sin's not bad in these decks, but I'm going to grab the Seal. I'm going to grab a little bit of tutorage. Looking at Sewers, Bone Swords, Oliphant. Twister's a good card. It's a little awkward in Reanimator, where you're trying to like put things into your graveyard and shovel stuff from your graveyard back in. I'm gonna grab the Sewers. Give this troll something to grab. Ooh. Yeah, Demonic Tutor's a great card, but like currently we have no ways to actually get this Archon into play. So I think we gotta take this Life Death. I think it's necessary. It's weird. It's weird to pass Demonic Tutor this late, but oh well. Is Archon the best reanimation target? I think it's tied with Grizzlebrand and Atraxa. Those two are like really good at just like finding you the next reanimation target, and they're gonna be better in some matchups. Like we need to find spell disruption, discard to shred your opponent's hand, counters, that sort of thing. I have been rocked by Caracas a lot this past week, yeah. The Twister would have worked out with the Hull Breacher. I think I want this Blood Crypt. Volcanic, like, not shocking yourself is pretty awesome. The issue is that the Delta and the Troll both get Blood Crypt, and only the Delta gets the Volk. Breach combo's going around. Not super high on Vaultborn, but I am low on reanimatables so far. Ooh, I'll play a Dak. Dak would have played well with the Hull Breacher too. You have a hot spot for reanimating Atali. Oh, I fucking love Atali. Crypt is also red mana for Troll. That's like literally the only thing I said about the Blood Crypt. What is also doing in your sentence? You just repeated what I said. Yeah, it was all that I said. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Ain't no thing. Just getting worn down a bit. Haven't had a day off in 63 days. Maybe the anime horse girl game will refresh my batteries a bit tomorrow. If I'm really off it, I've got some cool games as backups. Like if I just don't enjoy the game at all. It should be fun though. I found Steam's got like a summer sale going on. And they have a game where you build there's like a physics game where you build siege engines and then watch them like blow apart castles and stuff. Seemed like a fun one to dick around with. You'd be fine with a Caleb sleeping stream. Oh, I'm sorry, bad news, Vale. There will not be a Caleb sleeping stream. Only 302 more days till the next day off. Right around the corner. Besiege Git Stash. And it had a like a water one as well. I didn't scoop that one though. I wanted to see if I liked the other one first. Well, Strix is not bad filler. A new version of Tunic. Sort of. This was one of the tracks that like kind of launched Bloodywood. They got their start with like a few different meme covers. And then they turned into a real band, put out a few albums. They all fucking rip. I don't think I can take this Mox Pearl. We're low on playables. And like, our cards aren't that good to race ahead. Maybe if we had Sneak Attack here or something, and it would make a little bit more sense. I think I'm just going to take the Thoughtseize. Slow them down instead of speeding us up. Hello. The original song has a really cool story. Yeah, it's fine. He got accused of... you're talking about the music video? He was accused of, like, always putting, like, sexy ladies in his videos to, like, sell it or whatever. So he was like, fine, it'll just be fucking me. And so it's, like, him singing in front of a green screen. So we have the Undercity sewers that we can tutor up, and we have a very low blue requirement here. I'm going to take the Duress. Thinking about Mind Twist, thinking about Expressive Iteration. Hey. So I don't think Shallow Grave is great here. Exiling Vaultborn Tyrant, not really what I'm looking to do. Might take Galvanic Discharge. I'm considering Woodfall Primus, which I don't love. We have 3 reanimation effects. Only 2 things. We do have Entomb, though. That helps. What's wrong with eye candy in a music video? I never fucking said there was anything wrong with eye candy in a music video. Are you mad at people from like 30 years ago in India pop culture? Like, what do you... Old ass song. Ooh, Animate Dead. All the reanimation effects just showing up here in pack 3. suppose. Well, we have enough playables now. Hey, good evening, Johan. I do like a tar pit in the mana base. I'm gonna throw a lantern in the sideboard. The odds of Overlord milling one of my two like primo reanimation targets is pretty low, but it fills up the graveyard for Barrowgrave. We have a bunch of awesome utility cards here that it can rebuy. That's not bad. Some late sideboard cards. Don't hate it. And we have one cut to make, I think. Oh, let's get the Grim Monolith. The Grim Monolith could let you just like cast a damn Archon, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough top end. Yeah, when we grabbed the Monolith, we were thinking maybe we get Crab, maybe we get a Tolly, that sort of thing. We passed a lot of that stuff. Had other priorities. We also thought that we might end up being like Sneak Attack through the Breach. Those are things worth ramping into. One forest here to cast that Vaultborn Tyrant. Perfect. Alright, how are we doing here on our counts? Need at least like 6 or 7 red. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black needs to be 10 minimum, but like we'd be pretty thrilled with 12 here. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ish. And then blue's kind of similar to red. Only we have 7 here already. What does this do? One too many. Damn. Alright, I'll go down to 11. But I want to be 7 and 7, I think. Give her the old export. Scrapwork Mutt being solidly playable in Vintage Cube is funny to you? Yeah. Yeah, you need those little quiet role players, Every card can't be Black Lotus. As much as people like say like Vintage Cube has to be like all of the very best cards in the universe. They all must be 10 out of 10 bangers. No card may be slightly less powerful. It's like you still need cards to make your deck work. You still need loot effects for your reanimator deck. You still need cantrips for your spells matter deck. They can't all be Brainstorm, right? There's only one fucking Brainstorm in the cube. Yeah, I had a cube that had like multiple pieces of power in it, Root Bala. It felt very similar to drafting Supreme Cube. Gotta catch 'em all. This was a very late stage cut from the wedding playlist. I really wanted to have it in there. So they're playing like Grixis aggro or something? I don't know. So the Tidebinder can stop one trigger, but it's not a real answer. Actually, them running this out means that the Liliana is going to get out of their hand before I serve. Yeah, so they run it down, then the Archon makes them sack it anyways. Well, I saw Mox for Skydiver. I do love stealing Moxen. Got this fucking Thought Scour. That should maybe just be the main deck. Skyd over Scour. Just try Archon every game. I mean, we have Entomb to find it too. You should actually see Archon pretty often. Bunch of filtering and stuff. You guessed it, Andrew. Should be a good time. Well, there's all my lands. Have I watched the anime? I have not. I know nothing about the anime. I know very little about the game. Oh, interesting. They're not slamming Sephiroth here. Maybe they drew a piece of interaction. Oh, yeah, they're there. You address the Entomb. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of loot effects in the deck, though. So if you address the Entomb, then there's just a solid chance that I should, like, say, draw this Scrapwork Mud or something and bin, and then I've still got the reanimation effect. I can see taking the reanimation effect there. Probably going to have more loot effects than Legacy. And yeah, they don't know how many reanimation spells we have. They're saddling. They're saddling. Painful. Ooh. Edict doesn't look bad here. Here's one of my all-time favorite covers. Hell yeah, Boot the Bunny. No sack? Sephiroth? No sack? Isn't it better to just sack it? I think they wanted to double block. I probably should have just fucking served, let them double block, then Liliana an empty board. Hello. Oh, the Baragwave there is interesting, huh? Or the Liliana there would be interesting too. I'm currently just having the one crit aim. Got me. Ooh, Snap Warp. Snap Warp kind of makes me regret attacking. I was thinking we were repping lethal here. That might get them to play a little bit more conservatively, or like expose themselves to just dying. Like we had a blue source for a removal spell off the shell deck. But the warp is a bummer. Certainly increases their chance of just murdering me here. They have the 4-drop to make it so I can't block. Oh, I have a fucking Pyroglyph. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ouchies indeed. I think we got him here in game 3, though. Doing a little bit more powerful things. They do have some disruption. Haven't seen any graveyard hate out of them yet. That's kind of nice. Can get that rolling on turn 2 here. Sure. Oops, I guess I didn't want to write by that. Oh well. If they boarded, if they've got like a reanimator and animate dead, I guess it keeps it protected from that. It did shrink my Barrowglyph though. It was like pure fucking just used to clicking yes on Overlord. Not a thought in my pretty little brain there. Okay, could have been worse. So they answer the Necromancy. Now I got to back up. Is the purpose behind that Imperial Seal? Yeah, worst case, we reanimate our Barrowglyph, right? Or Troll. I assume they just cleared the deck. They're in the tank. So you could flash in the Necromancy to eat the Shieldred's Edict, but it's a little bit better to just let them edict your Archon and then Necromancy the Archon and get another trigger. They don't really have a reason to do this now instead of end of turn. Just plays into me having a second reanimation effect. Then the Overlord only has 1 tick away from coming online. We're back up to 19. A little ahead on board. Yeah, not that far away from just being able to hardcast Archon. Show me what you got. I think I'm supposed to discharge the Fairy Master. Prevents ninjutsu. Do I get to attack here? I do not. Well, at least I get to draw a card. That was not a bad draw. Get that last card out of their hand. Got their 3-2. Suppose I'll play this out too. Why not, huh? Why not? Why wouldn't I? I think I should have just attacked. My line was like awkward if they had drawn Otawara. They could have used it to answer the Archon. I think this hand would be tempting on the draw, but I'm gonna send it back. Man, it's just not there. Sunken Rune's very awkward with a non-blue-black gold card. You gotta hit him up. It was you? Hell yeah, Bluff. Well, obviously appreciate it. Suppose I should do this first, get a little bit of info before I discharge galvanically. Hell yeah, Jazz One. Hope you enjoy them. I guess Anime Dead's a pretty good one for undershell.com. And then we can just assume that this Strix holds off the Cub, and we can hardcast Overlord next turn, get some value off that maybe. Yeah, you got it. That was not a bad mill. Well, that's scary. Mox Emerald jumping the curve a little bit. But they don't have the mana for the prime time here. We can activate Shelldock Isle on our turn. Oh, super easily, huh? You draw, you fetch, that gives you to 20 already, but then you also have the Overlord mill, which might mill something to actually animate. Oh, I don't have an island to grab because they all got milled. That was the main reason I cracked the fetch instead of playing the sewers. I was like, gotta get the islands out before I mill them all. No, well, a bit late on that one, Caleb. Oh, this is nice. They only have one card in hand. Where's Dak better? Dak just steal their fucking Mox Emerald? No, this is better. This primetime card's kind of good. Seems like it would be really good in their deck. We're going to sack a Waterlogged Grove. Get a 5/3. Yeah, how do you lose when you got a 5/3? That cover rocked? Yeah. I enjoyed the updated lyrics. Is it my turn? I have fun things I want to do. Good on primetime milling here. And we can instant speed that Animate Dead. So even if they answer the Bargoyf here, like, alright, end turn, get your primetime back. Whatever. Skydiver had some juicy targets once again. I was saying that should probably just be in the main deck, You're fucking so unreasonably heavy with the playlist tonight? Hell yeah. The old cover playlist. This deck's kind of doing alright, huh? Just gotta do that a few more times. Never found the Archon that game. This hand might suck. Y'all have been warned. I think I was supposed to jam this freebooter. The freest to booters. Got me. Very tempting to edict them, but we got a thing we're doing here. I'm just like not even gonna attack. Because jumping might keep the Liliana around. And I think I might rather have an edict. Although giving them the Rumble back kind of eats the edict. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, one cool thing about edicting is it stops them from moving the Greaves. Makes the Cub triggers a lot worse. Are you really playing Uma Musume tomorrow? That's the plan. That's why it's in the stream title. Give it a spin, why not? Am I pronouncing it right? Uma Musume? Should be a good time. With the bunny's been having a good time with it. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what this opponent's gonna do. Yeah, I don't know anything about it except that it's kind of based on horse betting, and there's a bunch of anime girls. Two things I am definitely experts in. We just have them covered so many ways. Even if they can make it 2021, I'm at 21, not 20. 2, I've got a Baleful Mastery for it. It's just like, there's just nothing. Anything that doesn't start off this turn with like a Time Twister. Huh. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Toastface Killer. Thanks for the sod. Thanks for 77 months. 77 luck for the finals. Appreciate that. So they just, like, don't currently have black mana. I think I'm going to take this Expressive. The Allura stack. So we're going to lead on Entomb so the Imperial Seal doesn't... So the Entomb doesn't reshuffle the Imperial Seal. And the Seal's a sorcery, so I have to play it on my turn, which means we're going to sorcery speed the Entomb here and hope that it's fine. Kennedy wins. Yeah, they knew we were making an anime Archon. There wasn't any mystery there, right? So Snuff Out doesn't hit the one creature we saw. A little awkward. I suppose I keep this. Not really doing the thing, just a bunch of disruption. Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely prefer the original, but it is the covers playlist, and it's not a bad cover. What am I going to do, right? We have still not seen a black source out of this opponent. You're confused what the opponent's doing? It shouldn't be that confusing. They're playing Witherbloom Apprentice and Chain of Smog combo, and it's like haven't had their colors line up super well. They're playing Luris, so like sometimes to have enough playables in a Luris deck, you have to dip into extra colors. Because you can't play like all the 4s and 5s of your base colors, right? And we're just like seeing what happens when that happens, essentially. I've been dazed, damn. Punished for not flipping curtains and getting in. Lures to hand, pass that to turn. Got some nice beats going. Got some removal for the creature combos. I wonder if they're going to self-brain freeze to try and find something for this Healers here. Well, they milled their Chain of Smog. Makes their Witherbloom, which is their last card in hand, a little less scary. I guess the Lurist rebuys Currency Converter. At least that's what I would rebuy. We have not seen a lot of this from them, no. Game 1 was pretty short and played very similar to this, where they just didn't have the mana for most of it. All like 2 turns or whatever it was. I'll take that card that does nothing here. Then the opponent's got one more turn to rip here, huh? Hot diggity. First draft, first trophy. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a few minutes.